Hat, sunglasses, Pepsi, notes, sources, thick skin, check. You already know. Let's go. Golden Blooded is a college football YouTube channel for entertainment. So make sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and let's get into our next college football video. Don't forget to send gear to represent your team. The address is P.O. Box 360, Liberty, South Carolina 29657. Yes, it is getting really difficult being a West Virginia fan. We've just gotten used to losing. Of course, our football team went 5-7 last year. It looked like we were going to have a really good basketball team this year, and we started off really strong. Started off the season 10-2, got to the top 25. We ranked number 24 going into Big 12 conference play, and then we end up losing 5 games in a row. We did beat number 14 TCU at home, but then yesterday against number 7 Texas, you guessed it, West Virginia lost. I am really sick of this. So West Virginia is now 1-6 in the Big 12. There is only one team that actually has a worse record than West Virginia in the Big 12, and that's Texas Tech. They are 0-7. But quickly, about yesterday's game, Texas does beat West Virginia 69-61. West Virginia was competitive. Texas moves to 16-3. West Virginia drops to 11-8. We're barely over 500, people. Our leading scorers, Trey Mitchell, who was 4 for 11. That's not a great percentage, but he did have 12 points. And then Kedrian Johnson, he actually had a good game. He was 6 for 9 with 22 points. So Kedrian Johnson showed up and had a good game. Biggest problem in this game, number 1, free throws. And Bob Huggins is sick of it, but he doesn't know how to fix it. The second thing is, we only had 12 bench points. 12 bench points. 12 points from the bench. That is not good at all. You have to have better bench support. Listen, we held Texas to 69 points. That should have been enough for West Virginia to beat Texas, but we didn't shoot the ball well. As far as field goal percentage goes, Texas shot 47.3%. That's decent. And West Virginia shot 38.5%. That's not good. It's not terrible. It's not bottom of the barrel, but it's not good enough to beat a top 10 Texas team at home. 3-point percentage. Texas actually shot bad at 3-point, 23.1%, and West Virginia shot 34.8%. So not bad, but not great at the 3-point line as well. Turnovers. This is what hurt West Virginia. And Bob Huggins said he thought he had the turnover issue fixed. Well, it looks like it was not fixed. Texas had 13 turnovers and West Virginia had 20. If you have 20 turnovers, you're not beating anybody. That is not good at all. And you can't complain about crowd as far as attendance goes, because attendance was actually over capacity. 14,141 people showed up and the capacity is 14,000. So you had the support of the fans. It packed it out. It went over capacity. You can't use that excuse as well. Here's what Bob Huggins had to say after the game. And credit Voice of Motown for doing this article and getting this quote. Wanted to shout him out as a source. Here's what Bob Huggins said. We've talked multiple times that we're not going to win games turning the ball over 20 times. Yeah, you think? That is correct, Coach. We spent a huge amount of time working to fix that. I thought it was fixed, and it's clearly not. We didn't have a lot of pep in our step. Yeah, that was a problem. This is a home game against a top 10 team, and you're not playing with energy. That's a big problem. You can't win games in this league going to the free throw line and missing shot after shot. We don't have a chance. Again, 100% correct. We are not hitting our free throws. We hit a good amount against TCU and won the game, but we couldn't hit our free throws versus Texas, and it was still competitive. Had we made our free throws, we would have beaten Texas. That's the bottom line. If West Virginia would have made their free throws, we would have beaten Texas. These are free throws, uncontested, a free throw, a free shot that nobody can defend, and we can't make it. There's a problem there. He goes on to display his displeasure. Here's what he said. I'm beside myself because I thought we were starting to get it in the right direction. Me too. We looked good against TCU. We have pieces to do what they're supposed to. I'm torn up, honestly. I thought we had it headed in the right direction. That's the problem. The TCU game looked like West Virginia was doing good again. Nope. Even the games that we lost this season, we competed. I agree with that. We didn't practice hard for 2 days. Maybe that's my fault, but we're coming off a hard game, and I wanted us to have fresh legs. I can understand that, but at the same time, you want to make sure they're ready. He says, I can't say I'll fix it and not fix it. Yep, I agree with that as well, because I owe too much to the people of this state. That's one thing that I really like about Bob Huggins. He holds himself accountable not only to the team, but to the state of West Virginia. I'm not going to lead anybody on. We're a bad basketball team right now, and we've got to get it fixed. So he flat out comes out and says that we're a bad basketball team right now. Yeah, that's true. Not terrible, but not good. When you're not making your free throws, you're not a good basketball team. I'm going to do everything I possibly can. It's frustrating. It's humiliating. Agree on all accounts. I'm just hoping you can get it fixed. Because right now, it's showing the same problems over and over and over. Turnovers. Some games we actually do good with turnovers, but then it rears its ugly head again. But the biggest thing is free throws. And we had a good game as far as free throws against TCU. But then once again, we revert to not making free throws again. And what happens? We get beat by Texas. Remaining schedule for West Virginia. Well, the next game is against a not-so-good team at Texas Tech. Bad news is, it is on the road. The game after that, out of conference, but a ranked Auburn, number 16 Auburn. So it's going to be a tough game. Then at number 14, TCU, who we did beat, but that's a road game. Then we get Oklahoma at home. We lost to Oklahoma on the road. Maybe we can beat them at home. Then we get number 12, Iowa State. They're a really good team. Then at number 7, Texas, just lost to them at home. So there we have to go on the road. At number 21, Baylor, we also lost to Baylor at home. Then we get Texas Tech back in Morgantown. Then we get Oklahoma State in Morgantown. We lost to Oklahoma State on the road. Then at number 2, Kansas, got blasted by Kansas in Morgantown. Then at number 12, Iowa State. Then number 13, Kansas State to end the season, which we already lost to Kansas State on the road to start off Big 12 conference play. So yes, the schedule is not going to let up. And if we don't get these issues fixed, we're not going to win many games. There's maybe 3 or 4 wins left on this schedule if we don't fix the turnovers and if we don't start making our free throws. This is so frustrating because when you watch West Virginia basketball this year, we are a good team. We can shoot the ball much better than what we did in previous years, and offense is what West Virginia was missing when we had great defenses. So I was having high hopes. Man, this team can actually shoot the ball. The defense is okay. It's not elite, but it's good. But it's the little things that's killing us. Turnovers. West Virginia has not been known to be a turnover team, but this year, for whatever reason, we're a turnover team. And then the free throws. Now, West Virginia has been having issues as far as making free throws for a while now. And it's just the same old when it comes to free throws this year. That's what is really frustrating about our losses. If we make our free throws, we would win these basketball games. But we're not making our free throws. It's so frustrating. I can't even put it into words. Just make your free throws. These are the most uncontested shots in the entire game. I was a point guard myself, and every time I missed a free throw, it was the worst thing in the world. I think my career average was something like 81%, so it was rare. But man, when I missed one, it was bad. The coach usually said, I don't worry about punishing you because you already punished yourself. That's how bad it is. You should not miss a free throw. That is the easiest shot in the game. I know there's a lot of pressure, but if you put yourself into a routine, block everything else, you should theoretically make every free throw. Now, the human element factored in, yeah, you're going to miss a few, but still your percentage should be above 80%. 80% or higher. At minimum, 75%, and we're nowhere close. So until we get that fixed, really, we're not going to win a lot of basketball games, and we are a good basketball team. A good basketball team not winning a lot of basketball games. How frustrating is that? So y'all let me know in the comment section. Number 1, how many games do you think West Virginia will win the remaining part of the schedule? Number 2, do you think we get any better with our free throws? Number 3, do we get our turnovers issue fixed? Because there for a couple games, it was actually going okay. Do you think we are actually reverting back into a turnover team? And number 4, the last thing, Bob Huggins has said it himself. If West Virginia gets in a position where he thinks there's no saving it, he will retire. If the schedule keeps going the way it's going, do you think Bob Huggins retires at the end of this season? That's all I got for this show. Like and subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you on my next show.